Hey yo, what's poppin', gamers? WQ guys, you already know what it is. Gamers. It's a real gamer alert. In fact, it's an alpha gamer alert. It's for you guys. We're trying to change the universe. We're trying to become alpha gamers. Okay, no more of this beta gaming nonsense. If you're trying to level your gameplay up, make sure to subscribe, guys. Okay, no more garbage, no more trash, no more incel gaming. Subscribe. Now, gamers, this next story is game changing, and it completely changed my life forever. This was absolutely outstanding. Now, gamers, last night, well, that's actually about 5 days ago, a runner got banned from an event, and it had an impact. It had a ripple across the internet. Gamers, let's get into the news. Let's subscribe, gamers. Let's sign up. Oh my goodness, gamers. You already know this. It's your boy Chef posting. So, last night, the same kid who's been harassing me with all the accounts for the past year came into my chat making a joke of Etiquette's death and mental health issues. I told him, off. I suppose that's what this is about. If I'm wrong, whatever, just want an explanation. Interesting. So, guys, if you don't know, Shift, he's a SpongeBob runner. He got banned, Battle for Bikini Bottom. He got banned from Summer Games Done Quick. This was, I think, the day before, a few days before his run at Summer Games Done Quick. So he had a run at this event. He got banned. If you don't know what GDQ or Summer Games Done Quick is, it's a twice a year charity marathon. It gets hundreds of thousands of views. It raises millions of dollars for charity. It's an extremely big deal to get your runs into this event since you get ridiculous exposure. And this was the message that SGDQ sent to him. Due to online conduct that was found to be in violation of our zero tolerance harassment policy, your run will be pulled from Summer Games Done Quick 2019, effective immediately. You can still be at the event as an attendee and register for future events as an attendee. However, you're temporarily banned from new submissions until AGDQ 2021. If you have any issues regarding the matter, please contact. And then, that's interesting. So they banned the guy, and they didn't tell him why he's banned. They just told him that he is banned due to their zero tolerance harassment policy, which a lot of people have an issue with this. And we're going to go into why, and we're going to go into a few other issues. To be perfectly clear, I have no idea what they're referring to, but that's the only thing I can really think of. We all know this kid is out to get me and probably clipped out of context, plus mass reported. My guess is as good as yours, but that's just what I think. And then he continues to say, really upsetting to me because I was reached out to personally by Games Done Quick to do the run at the last minute. I was more than happy to hold on to my travel plans that I changed more than once to accommodate for the possibility of this happening. Pulling a 180 on me with no explanation just feels devastating. I hope whatever it was warranted this treatment for the sake of this event's integrity. And then he says, I have more information now. Please read this. Okay, we'll check it out. So this got 1,500 likes. Guys, his original tweet got 6,000 likes, which is insane. This was a big deal. And not only was it a big deal, I noticed a lot of people in the community or around the community talking about this and defending Shift. And actually, Shift was retweeting a lot of that stuff. Like Trihex. Actually, Mike Hayes was defending this. People like Ben Stevens. A lot of people within the community were saying, like, this is just kind of silly, ridiculous, and out of nowhere. It's kind of, like, offensive, too, because they were talking about how, hey, we kind of want to change our schedule, or we want you to run this day. Well, can we do that? And then he's like, yeah, sure. So he had to travel later, but then he got banned from the event, like, randomly. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, let's read a little bit of this paste bin. I'll link this in the description if you want to read more, gamers. But this like really affects me as well. So if you don't know, I'm actually a speedrunner. I have 10 world records in A Link to the Past, and that's all the relevant world records. And I'm not even exaggerating that. Literally, there's 19 world records on speedrunner.com. 9 of those records are glitch categories, and those categories just completely got overhauled because there's constantly new glitches coming out. The categories with stable, no major glitches. I have every record for those, by the way. But I'm trying to get exposure. My Twitch stream, we're doing pretty good, actually. We're doing incredible, gamers. But it is, I'm trying to get more exposure. Honestly, I think I should have more viewers. I'm trying to get more exposure. Should I submit to a Games Done Quick in order to get exposure? Seems like a good idea, right? I'm a speedrunner. Pretty enthusiastic guy. Seems like a good idea, right? But you never know, because maybe I'll just get randomly banned for no reason. Okay, so this paragraph, this is a long paste bin. If you want to read it, feel free. It's somewhat interesting. And he goes into a lot of the smaller details, but let's just read this paragraph. My first reaction to the message was of frustration and confusion. However, after thinking about what this could be referring to, I realized this points to a very specific incident that occurred in the summer of 2018, 1 year ago, when I told someone harassing me in my chat to stop being a F word. A few days after this occurred, I was banned from Twitch for 30 days after a series of mass reports from the user, leaving me unable to stream for that period of time and forcing me to address my flawed logic regarding appropriate language, how to address the trolls, and now lead to my community. Okay, I gotta call Shift out on one thing. That is honestly, language is fine. Who cares? You say one bad word to one person, who cares? I think Twitch has rules about harassing or doxing the viewers, and so it's really unfair as a streamer because people can flame you all day, but if you do one thing to bad them, if you break the rules, you'll get banned. So was this ban justified? Whatever, that's on Twitch's end. But I think he is definitely trying to look like the good guy, or he's trying to be the good guy here by just accepting responsibility, which whatever. But he didn't really do anything wrong for this guy that's harassed him a year ago. But the problem is, this can't be why he was banned from GDQ or SGDQ. Like, this can't be why, because it was a year ago. It was one incident, and then he got punished for it. I'm guessing he said more things, or he did more things, or maybe he was ranting against the guy for a longer period of time. That's what I'm guessing. But even if that's the case, that was a year ago, and he was already punished for it. So how can he be punished for it again at SGDQ? That's just insane. That's insanity if that's actually true. And it's like, as a speedrunner, I mean, I have a chance if I get, I don't know that I'm going to get 6,000 retweets, guys, or 6,000 likes. So Shift gained 1,000 followers from this debacle, hundreds of subs on his YouTube channel, and his stream's doing really well right now. I don't know if I'm going to get that support. I've had a lot of incidences in the past where people brigade against me, and then I don't get any support, and I have to fight back 1v100, right? And honestly, if I got banned to GDQ, I think you guys would support me, but I'm not sure I'd get this kind of levels of support. So what would happen is my reputation is going to be tarnished again with nobody's there to back me up. I don't know. Not everybody that gets banned by the GDQ gets this kind of a support, but I'm glad a lot of people were looking at this and they're like, this is a little either ridiculous or unfair that this guy got banned for. I mean, is this actually why he got banned? This is the only thing Shift can think of. There has to be something else. This is just insane if this is why he got banned. Let's be real, gamers. GDQ would easily ban me. They have a blast banning me. They love to ban me, gamers. So there's a really good shot that yeah, I mean, it's like it might be a bad business move to go to GDQ. This is not good. It's just not a good sign of a good business. Now, gamers, you might be thinking there has to be another reason Shift got banned by such a great organization, Games That Quick. They raise so much money for charity. They can't do no wrong. There has to be such a good reason. Well, I don't know. He might be right because he has his screenshots. Later in the pastebin, he goes into this group, he goes into the Discord, he goes into how they're specifically targeting him. They do quote things out of context, and they do brigade Games Not Quick. Okay, so he comes up with this message, and it says, the Shift heads have mass reported this account. If what I do is against Twitter TOS, my account will be removed and most likely not be back. If the time has come, I'd like to thank you all for a great ride. We accomplished things that we would never have imagined. Heck, we got Shift's run removed from the biggest speedrun event there is, and now he's suspended from GDQ events until 2021. Our impact was strong, and none of it would have been possible without you. What is this? So this screenshot, apparently, supposedly, gamers, it actually comes from the guy who's making the reports and his group of people, his private Twitter, his Twitter at the time, his Twitter, he made this. He's like, yes, the Shift heads are Shift's team, his squad. Dab. They reported this dump ass Twitter account. So good. And then his Twitter account got deleted or private or whatever. But it looks like this is obviously recent. So it looks like Shift is actually telling the truth that there's a group of people that are brigaded against them and they're using out of context stuff or old stuff to harass GDQ. And then that's why GDQ banned him. And I actually think that's true because the same thing happened to Caleb Hart 42 a month ago. I reported on this. It happened a month ago to Caleb Hart. The same thing happened to Goose and Graviton back in January 2019. Actually, it's November to January 2019. The same exact things happened. So this is the third time publicly we know a group of people or some person has taken clips and screenshots out of context and then brigaded and targeted Games Done Quick, DM'd them privately or publicly, and said, "Hey, look, you can't have this guy at your event. He's a horrible person. He's a phobic. He's a racist or whatever." They say all these things, and then that person gets banned from GDQ. It's happened 3 different times: Goose/Gaviton, Caleb Hart 42, and now Shift. And a lot of people were saying Goose was right to be banned. Now, guys, it was really hard for me to speak on that because I've never sensed negative energy from R.I. Goose. I have sensed a lot of political energy from him, especially conservative political energy from him. A lot of these things he said in that pace spin, they weren't exactly crazy. Nothing he said was like unreal. A lot of it was reactionary. A lot of it was just other people talking. So like, I think getting banned for that was like a little extreme. There were some things in there. It's like, I mean, maybe like that one was kind of on the fence. The Caleb Hart 42 stuff was very minimal. I mean, it's very minimal. Hardly anything Caleb Hart. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's actually the real reason Caleb Hart 42 got banned. It was actually somebody was taking completely out of context screenshots, and they were brigading Games Done Quick privately and saying, "Look, Caleb Hart, somebody in Caleb Hart's Discord said this 6 months ago, guys. You cannot have that event. This is a crime against humanity, guys, right? He's a horrible person." And then Games Done Quick just keels over. That one was like more absurd, but like, I mean, I guess Games Done Quick can do whatever they want. This Shift one is just ludicrous. Like, this is just insane. And frankly, I think the reason this did so well is because people are really starting to... there's always been this negative energy surrounding Games Done Quick, and like, people are just frustrated with the event. And it's justifiably, it's extraordinarily corporate. It just feels lifeless. It feels soulless, gamers. And what happened is, I think you can't really say Games Done Quick is a bad event because they donate money to charity. There's always this guys that they donate money to charity, so you can't say it's a bad event. But the problem that's coming up is like, there's this terrible negative energy, and you don't have that at other speedrun marathons. Like, what drama was there at Pace? What drama has there ever been at ESA? Like, I can't even really think of any. Like, maybe what drama is ever at? So there's like what, 100 relevant Smash tournaments this decade, right? Maybe 150 like super big Smash tournaments this decade. There's been drama at a few of these events, but generally there's no drama. I mean, it's like very rare that there's like serious drama or just like negative drama. So like, one of the recent ones is somebody threw a frozen crab at a top player hungry box at one of the events. I agree that that's drama, but like, this seems like you have somebody who's kind of unhinged, went and did something stupid. A lot of the drama at these events, it's not quite the case. Like the Dr. Fat Body incidents where the guy got assaulted, and then this guy, they're like hanging out at each other, and like, how did that guy get there? Like, why was this guy assaulted? The guy said he'd throat him. He would slit his throat if it was him and 100 of his goons, if this was his town. Like, what is going on at GDQ? Like, that's clearly different than some guy throwing a crab, which the crab thing is kind of humorous. I mean, that's how a lot of people treated the crab thing. And a lot of these speedrun events, or a lot of these major Smash tournaments, which, again, there is drama, a few of them, it happens. It's pretty rare. The GDQ drama is frequent. It's frequent, consistently happening, and it's like, yeah, there's this negative aura around Games Done Quick, and Games Done Quick donates all this money to charity, guys. It can do no wrong. And that's kind of the preface. Like, it's hard to criticize Games Done Quick, but I think this Shift drama is finally, people are starting to be like something is wrong here. We need to fix this. No explanation is sufficient. So that's Games Done policy. No explanation. This is absolute BS. You're the most dedicated speedrunner I've ever seen. Okay, well, I'm more dedicated. And I can pull my numbers out. I can pull the numbers out in that one. But Shift is a very dedicated speedrunner, so we'll give him that. And to have your run pulled 3 days before it was supposed to happen is inexcusable. Games Done Quick is a joke of an organization. 100% agree. How can you pull a runner's run 3 days before the run? I mean, this affects his flight plans, it affects his hotel plans, it affects his travel accommodations. It affects the whole attitude of every other runner. Now every single runner has to think, my flight might be, or my run might be randomly pulled for no reason. I mean, Games Done Quick did not provide a reason. Games Done Quick said harassment. This is the most ludicrous, insane, not a reason at all, right? Every single runner has to think now, who hasn't said one bad word in public or even in private? It's just, Everybody. They have like 3 dudes, irrelevant dudes. They're not. I once asked that to my stream, and somebody was like, "Well, I've never said that," and I said, "Nobody cares about you, dude. This is just completely bonkers." But yeah, it affects any runner with sanity. Now, maybe you're the most politically correct PC pushover on the planet, and then you're like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Games that quick won't ban me." How do you know that? How do you know that? The one person who hasn't been banned at Games Done Quick, Stiv, he said the most egregious thing. Adultery. Literally just commits adultery. Illegal in a lot of states. But ruins the relationship. Creates the Sam and Tolkien subreddit. The drama subreddit. The speedrunning drama / boogie subreddit. He's fine. So I don't think Games Done Quick is banning people with reason or consistency or logic. I think they're banning people. I don't know. I have no clue. Is it a political thing? Is Shift political? I've never seen this guy remotely touch on politics. Actually, gamers. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. The official Bernie Sanders Twitch channel, Oliver, you're fine. So he made a passing brief comment making fun of Bernie Sanders. He's not even making fun of Bernie Sanders. He's making fun of Twitch because how they went. It's so corrupt. It's just so corrupt. Is this the real reason Shift got banned by GDQ? Potentially. Gamers, this is just insane. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to start gaming. And never stop gaming, guys. We're going to defeat the anti-gamers, the non-gamers, the no-gamers, SJWs, the insane folk. Everyone's welcome. Everybody's welcome, the WQ army, okay? Everybody's allowed to join the WQ float. Nobody's banned for no reason. Everybody's welcome. Anyway, guys, become an alpha gamer. I'll see you guys later.